Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today's reading we're going to focus on what shift and change and feeling and things are going to take place within our world, our hearts, our energy and everything when our soulmate is moving closer to us. What are the cues and clues that they are making their way towards us? The energy that will be felt, symbology we'll see, things of that nature. I'm finding with all my personal reads, when I get feedback, it's very funny how those particulars align. A feeling towards a certain animal, a symbol, a element, like always wanting to be out by the ocean, sea, water, and have that flow of emotions, whatever that is. One moment, I need a little sip of my water. Every once in a while, if I haven't spoken for a moment and I start to talk, all of a sudden my throat goes, eh. So just a reminder, you guys, too, I have my throat and respiratory healing amulets. I'm doing them super inexpensively in my store for people. I love lapis lazuli because I feel like all of the blue stones that are so healing for the throat chakra and also helping us say what we need to say and express ourselves also has some beautiful healing effects. So, and regenerative effects for that area. So I'm doing them super, super inexpensively in my store for everybody because everywhere I was looking, they were like $40, $50, $60, and I was like, I'm going to do those babies for $15 so everybody can have one. I already had all the components in my arsenal, so I was like, I'm going to whip a few up. I'm going to whip a batch up. So thank you guys that have already ordered, and go on over there, you guys, because they're going quick, and they look really beautiful and simple with a white or gray shirt, with a bathing suit. I just love lapis bars. I think they're so beautiful. And these particular ones that I got, I was really lucky. They have a lot of gold in them. And so they have these gorgeous veins in them. So all my links are down below to my Etsy store as well, you guys. And I hope everybody's feeling good and they're taking care of themselves in the shift and change and everything that's going on right now. I just want to read this one little thing that I love this. It's one of the source messages. When we tell ourselves, when I step outside, I bring inner peace and tranquility with me into the world. Everything in my life is in divine order. You know, we need not worry about what we cannot control, but what we can control is under control, right? My spirit has a plan and a place to keep my soul in order and my mind at ease. I understand my life is a byproduct of the energy that I emit, so I send out calmness, patience, composure, and anticipate it making its way through me. I always like to start my day with some kind of reading or meditation in that kind of arc of thought where it's like we're composed, we're together. You've seen people in the world that just go out at some crazy blistering pace and they look like maniacs. They are dropping things, spilling things. There's no focus, there's no center. What is the point of that? That's how accidents happen. That's how we get harmed. That's how we fall and slip and spill things and do unfortunate things to others as well because we are not in the present moment composed and paying attention. That's what our lives call for right now, because with these soulmates and this love and this energy making its way towards us, we don't want to be some kind of combustible Looney Tune critter, right? We want to have our act together. We don't want to be like Schmeagol. I love it so much lately. I did some memes on Instagram where it's like, we have to go to Costco and we hates it. Like, I love when he goes from those big blue eyes that look so peaceful to that crazy fiend of a little beastie, right? And you've seen people out in public do that. They're rushed and harried and maniacal. It's like, just take it down a notch, huh? Everybody take it easy. There's so much funny, comical stuff going on right now in the world. It's like, let's reach for that, the humor and the madness, right? Because people just, it's weird when things happen that jeopardizes our normal flow state, because people like habitual behaviors. They like doing the same things and they work in patterns. So when their patterns are messed up, they get a little kooky and scared, you know, like, oh my gosh, now I've got to work from home. I have to do this and that. I always love change of that degree because it kind of lets us prove to ourselves what we're made of, right? When we step up and we do the right thing, like that amazing butcher in England who is now going from home to home for people that have to be quarantined and they're on disability or something. He is bringing them for 2 weeks solid meals to their doors and having people do that. I love that kind of camaraderie, that heroicism, that gathered mental wit and just beauty, you know, that's in the human nature, and under the right circumstances brings it up, right? People that step up. It's really beautiful. So this is saying, you know, get some composure, let your mind and soul be at ease, that everything's okay. Okay, enough chit chat of that. We have our 3 beautiful choices. For whatever reason, I almost said 30. You guys would have been like, yeah, 30, pick a card. I'd be here till next year. Like, for this 2 weeks at your quarantine, this reading is going to last for 2 weeks. Good. 14-day reading. Here we go. Number 1 is Frere, abundance, peace, and contentment. Number 2 is shapeshifter, transformation, primal wisdom, and instinct. And number 3 is elf-struck, enchanted, beguiled, and enspelled. Beautiful. I'm in such a crazy fairy state right now. It's like I'm going to paint after I do this video. I've been looking at all this beautiful imagery that's so soft and wondrous and dreamy, and it gets me in such a good headspace, and I'm like, ooh, I want to create something. And for those of you that have been asking on Instagram to see some of my artwork, I just grab everything, I put up in the attic and I put everywhere, but I'm going to pull some pieces out, photograph, and put them up there for you. You know, I'm one of those funny artists that when I'm inspired, I will paint, but I don't, because I have to take out everything and I use acrylics and oils. It's pretty laborious. So it's like with everything else I've been doing, I haven't done some stuff in a while. So I'll pull out some of those things and show you guys the artwork, because I feel like anybody can pick up a paintbrush, a sponge, a leaf, paint it, make all kinds of cool stuff. It's the blending of colors. And, you know, I love, who is that crazy guy? I just always call him Bob. You know, Bob, that painter with the frizzy hair. And he's like, this tree needs a friend. Like, I love that. I act like that when I'm painting. I talk to my paintbrush. I'm like, you could use a buddy, Mr. Snail. Like, it is fun. It's true, joyful, productive, creative energy that comes from source. And we can paint anything, anywhere, at any time. You know, we hardly need anything at all. So I'll pull those out for you guys. So let's start with number 1, Frere, that's saying abundance, peace, and contentment. Right away, if you chose that, that is something that you'll be feeling, you know, inside when the approach of your soulmate comes. We are elevated in so many ways, spiritually, ethically, morally. We are centered and grounded because our vibration and our frequency goes up. Now, I'm going to see some symbols and some things that you will see. Now, I'm noticing, so you will see Buddha symbology more and more as you're going on the internet. If you're out shopping, Buddhas, you know, the happy, laughing Buddhas, all of that. That is going to be part and parcel of some of your symbology that connects you as well. Oh, I love this. Things up in the air. This is funny because it's one of those things where you're just going to notice planes more and more, clouds. When you look up the stars, how, you know, everything is just so beautiful and dreamy, and how quickly the clouds move, and bird formations and all of that. Your head is kind of going to be in the proverbial clouds looking at that. You're expanding, you're becoming more expansive and aware of things that are around you and what's happening. And it's a really unique, fun thing, because oftentimes that's very freeing. When we look up and look around, all of a sudden it's like more air comes into our lungs, right? More freshness. And with this too, I feel like I feel also just the presence of a Buddha. Sometimes I love laughing, crying Buddhas, all of that. It brings us a sense of comfort. Now let's see in terms of the animal kingdom, what some animal symbology. Whales. So again, this has to do with funny things where you just are looking up something on the internet and you just see this with more frequency. It's an allowance of, you know, spirit to bring these things to your awareness. Listen, this action is moving toward you. This energy is being reciprocated. They are thinking of you. So when you see these, they reconnect you with that, right? So we're also going to see some other things that are going to be coming into your life when this happens. Poet, you're going to want to express your soul insights by symbolic language, Celtic language, simple things like butterflies, simplicity. I love oftentimes the arc language of soul love tends to be really simple symbology, you know, triangles, swirls. That's why I love sacred geometry, because I just feel like so much of nature and spirituality and stars and the cosmos, they work in these beautiful geometric patterns. So you're going to be seeing these, and you might find yourself, I love to do just blank writing. If you get a pen or pencil, just start making symbols, whatever is coming to your mind. And part of that is how you're connecting with their energy. And oftentimes it might be something as simple as they have an air or water element tattoo, something like that. So that's part and parcel that comes up too. Now, something else that may be coming into your sphere is this healing energy. You have a spiritual gift of healing, and you really have a desire now to share it with other people. You could be Reiki healers, you could be energy healers, touch. Artists oftentimes have very healing, especially comedic artists and expressive artists and political statement type artists. They do have a healing attribute because it's a wonderful collective kind of energy where somebody goes, they think the world, they see the world like that as well. They see, the economy or world leaders or this country or this place or this thing like that as well. They want to help heal and reach out as well. Like, I cannot even watch anything. Like, if I watch Orlando Bloom and everybody doing their charitable works, it's like I always just break down because the response that they get from the young children and UNICEF and all those places, it's so heart-wrenchingly beautiful that it's like you cannot help but be attached to that cause and want to help and feel part of that too. And every little way is sharing and caring, right? You see a beautiful picture of something, you post it, that gets shared. It brings awareness into the world. So I feel that is part of what's going into your scope now too, is awareness of things that are going on and taking place as well. And, I feel like it's that beautiful sharpening of values, your history, tradition, your family. You're feeling this warm, jolly, generous energy. And you know what you need most at this time and how to get it. And you're going to be replenishing your spirit and making yourself feel good. You're very self-reliant, self-soothing. Like, you don't have to go out in the world and participate. You no longer have that FOMO, fear of missing out. You have the JOMO, that joy of missing out. So you secretly know that you're not missing out on anything that's out there because you now have time to yourself to focus on this energy and connect with it. And something else that's going to be going on with you right now too, it's going to be a heavy rejuvenation state where you just feel good. You feel like you have that energy back. You feel like you have that focus back. You feel like you have, you're very mindful of what you're doing and saying and how it impacts other people around you. And that's huge because that's how we create a beautiful environment for other people and ourselves. We're restful, we're calming energy. We're not some freakazoid that are just jumping in the middle of the circus with our hair on fire and exacerbating things. We are calming elements, you are a good energy to be around again, and you're going to be able to sustain this as well. So that's some of the energies you're going to feel. And also just dreams in your dreamscape. You're going to be, you're going to be experiencing your soulmate sometimes visually, crisp sentences and conveyances from them, hair color, scents. I'm feeling like clairgustance comes in a lot sometimes with this, but it's really going to have a huge impact over the next couple months. So really be tucked into that, because I feel like you're gonna have a really tactile kind of moment too, where you want to touch and feel everything. Like you're in a store and you're like, oh, I want to feel that glass, I want to feel the texture of that carpet. It's like you just want to touch and feel things, leaves and grass and water and stones, like the smoothness. You're really going to be noticing this. Feel is going to be really huge for you at this time. Group 1, really beautiful energy. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read or anything, everything is down there. My Etsy store. Get your amulet before they're all gone. I love these so much. And you guys, now we're going to go on to shapeshifter, transformational, primal wisdom, instinct. At this time when we have the approach for our soulmates, what happens is we are very instinctual, and our self-care gets very amped up. So we're listening to our body and what it's asking of us. Hey man, I'm thirsty. How about some water over here? Hey man, I'm hungry. Let's not push it too long because we're going to have blood sugar problem. All of that, it'll be really, really strong indicators that you need something before it becomes a problem. You know what I mean? You ever just get so hungry, you're like hangry and you're mad and you're burnt out and all that. You're not going to allow for that anymore because it's a very self-preservative time. Primal instincts. Hey man, I'm hungry. Hey man, I need my rest, but now I'm on it. You just lay down under that tree and go to sleep. Like you understand it. You are not wearing yourself thin for other people, and you're not being distracted by other people's wants and needs, because you realize it's a very important time for self-care. And also you probably are transforming. Let's see, you have the lover energy that's going to be all around you. Great passion and devotion. You're going to feel unbridled appreciation. for life in general, for yourself, for the energy, for the connectivity you have, for the people around you, for your animals. Just love is going to be emanating from you. It's going to make you highly attractive too. So you are going to have people lining up at the door, the proverbial door. What are you doing? What are you doing this weekend? Oh, I saw you on Instagram. Oh, who are you? I like you. Blah, 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 blah. All of those cute, flirty little things. And never feel bad about that. And I'm always saying to people too, never feel like you're, undiscerning because you're talking to a bunch of people. You're allowed to talk to everyone. Everybody in the world has something important, unusual, and unique to say and share. So I say the more the better that you talk and you get to know people, because people have some wonderful and deep insights. You know, everybody has that great, awesome grandmother that shared some golden nugget of knowledge and they impart it to you. So get out there and talk and flirt and say things. Now, this is going to be heavy symbology for you. Gates and doors right now, I feel like are going to stand out. You're really going to notice this, whether you're out on certain social media platforms. Just doors and gates are going to hold interest to you, and they're going to seem to be popping up everywhere, because this is the universe's way of letting you know that your key is arriving. You're going to be in contact and be maneuvering beautifully through all the doors of opportunity towards what any given life path purpose that you're looking for, because your vibration and frequency is rising hugely. And with that comes all the other beautiful information that leads you and the symbology and the connectivity and energy of your soulmate as well, because it's all a frequency, it's all a vibration, and the thing is, you're just trying to match to your highest, so you can be kind of like, you can decode this really beautifully. I really love that. I also feel like an animal that's going to be coming up and popping up, because we all have these animal totems and things more and more, is the fox. You're just going to notice fox symbology everywhere. Pictures of it on TV, billboards, funny things, the word fox in general, all of these things come up also. Perhaps the number 27, that could be an address as well. Just really weird, because you know that energy always works in numbers, symbols, animals, frequency, vibrations, electricity. All of that is all working in your favor to feel this. And this is also coming your way too. And this happens a great deal. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive, and you need to make changes accordingly. You may have one or two people that are in your social circuit that just don't align with you and your values anymore. You find them very, either negative or pesky or low vibrational, complaint heavy. You know, you're just tired of that. You're like, wow, when I step away from them from a moment, immediately I feel heavier or tired or something. It is not a good energy exchange. It's not fair. It could be a workplace all of a sudden is just not working for you. You're realizing whether you're doing the lion's share or something inadequate is taking place. You're going to be more sensitive to that, because you're becoming more finely attuned to the energies that work for you and the places that are hospitable for your growth and what aren't. And that's, sometimes we have to do that. It is the universe's beautiful way of nudging us in the direction we're supposed to go. I had that with my last job. I was meant to come do what I'm doing now and have the time freed up to do that. And I swear the nudges come fast and furious until it is too inhospitable to remain in that relationship, job, or whatever it is. And thank you, universe, for doing that for us, right? Now, you'll also feel this beautiful mother attributes coming upon you too: nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life, much more creative, loving to help people and wanting them to thrive as well, right? You're now reaching and ascending, so you're reaching that hand back down to help other people as well. That is the way life should always be. On our climb up, just like going up a mountain, we should always be reaching our hand back to help the next person up. That is the beautiful way. That is spirit way. And that's what you're feeling right now. Unconditional love for everything around you in a really beautiful way. This too, see, you're going to love, divine love. You feel their presence. You're going to feel it in the dreamscape. You're going to see imagery. You just feel really light, dreamy, happy, and wistful. And that is how it should be in this arrival. And I feel like some of the letters that are going to be standing out, so I'm seeing initials too. I'm seeing R, D, D, R, F, P. Those letters keep popping up too, so they could be possible initials of your soulmate. Again, let yourself be light, be free. Feel that beautiful nurturance and help people around you. It makes you feel good. I am happy to say that I'm at a phase in my life that the second I lay my head to my pillow, I'm immediately asleep. I have no qualms. I don't pick fights, get crazy, have drama. And if I do, it's only with my cats because they be wrecking stuff. Quick story. Yesterday, winter destroyed my life in a moment. I had a huge setup for the readings, and I had all this stuff. I had coins and jewels and rings and leaves, and I had everything so beautified. And she legit stepped on the middle of this, on my corkboard, and flipped everything up in the air, but scared herself so much she then jettisoned straight up in the air onto the counter into a full glass of water, which then smashed onto the floor. And it was the craziest thing. Like, my cards rained down and landed in plants and cabinets and everywhere. It was just nutso. But instead of getting mad, I had to laugh because it was so ridiculous. It was almost like a nightmare ballet unfolding in front of my eyes, but it was hilarious. I lost it, but I could have choked that cat out. It was nuts. And other readers, you know what it's like to have animals that just do not want to play house nicely. So that's you, group 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you want a private read. Get your amulet, go to my Etsy store. Thank you for supporting and all your great feedback. I love when you guys send me your pictures wearing your jewelry. I love that so much. It's so cute. I adore you guys so much. So that is you. And now we are on to Elf Struck. So enchanted, beguiled, and spelled. Right away, I feel like you guys are in this beautiful, dreamy, happy, lovey-dovey state where you feel just touched by warmth, family, you feel luxurious, you feel, happy, connected. Nothing is haunting or bothering you. You don't feel any more defeat. You are never going to give up. No more fears. You're not going to withdraw from life. You want to participate. You feel like your well is full. You feel like help is being graciously offered and you are graciously accepting it. Generous benevolence everywhere. I really love it. No more halt in your progress. You're just going for it. So let's see some of the things that are going to be coming up. Mystic attributes. You're going to revel in the intimate union with the divine. You're going to get more and more synchronicities. These blueprints are going to be easy for you to maneuver through, work out, and understand the symbology of them. You're going to understand and ask for certain things, and they're going to come your way. Hey, archangels, angels, I really need a sign of comfort right now in the... It can be anywhere in the arc of birds, whatever it is you wish, and they do show up. It's amazing how when you ask, it arrives. So something else, birds, yeah, these are some of the things you're going to be paying attention to. And notice when you look up, birds' nests are going to figure very furtively in your kind of symbology. You're just going to look up and be seeing them everywhere. And you're also going to hear birds much more intensely and intently than you have before. Those are our winged messengers. They're amazing. Now the willow, I love this because this is groupings of 2 and also just trees. Tree symbology, you're going to feel drawn to them. You're going to feel restful and grounded and safe and wonderful near trees. They emit a beautiful energy. Super grounding, deep roots, powerful, passionate stuff. Now, for animal symbology, peacocks, peacock feathers, you're going to be noticing that more and more. On social media, everywhere, in pictures, all of these things, they're just going to pop up. It's going to be miraculous. And also, too, when you're looking in the mirror, look really deeply and say something to yourself. I feel like you're going to be able to talk yourself up and bring yourself into good cheer, safety, head and heart space by saying something nice to yourself. Damn, you look great today. Or people are going to be really excited to be around you today. Or you're going to do something deep and unique and special today. Or I'm happy that I am in this skin with you. Talk to yourself. Every once in a while I look in the mirror and I will just say something ridiculously and funny, and make myself laugh. I love to catch myself in the mirror laughing because I have a crazy laugh and I look insane when I'm laughing and I just love it. So you're going to have a couple attributes going on now too. The desire to balance the scales of justice. You're not going to sit back anymore. If you see some kind of bullying or BS going on around you, you're going to stand up. Fearlessness is really coming into your scope right now because as our vibrations and frequency goes up, we don't care what other people think or do or that we don't think. We do not have to validate what we're doing, saying, or feeling in front of anybody. So we are coming from a natural champion heart space that night, honest to goodness honor. Like, you don't say that or do that to people or, put that down if people are seeming aggressive, whatever it is. You're really in this space where you want to speak out on the behalf of society and oneself. A lot of you guys are doing this now with your hilarious and beautiful memes about how people are acting atrocious, ridiculous, and insane, right? With this virus, people are just acting really crazy. But yeah, unbeknownst to some other families, you may have bought up all their supplies. They may have a new baby or an old elderly person that also needs some Lysol or some anything of that nature, and you have absconded with a month's worth because you're being ridiculous, right? That's really gonna stand out to you. Inadequacies and unfairness is gonna stand out huge to you. Another thing, detective skills, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek the truth. This is gonna be coming to you in a really unique kind of way where you're going to notice things, how people behave, gestures, looks on their face, expressions, that those tiny micro emotions, they're just going to read true to you, and you're going to be like, whoa, that person is very insecure, or that person is kind of hedonistic, that person is very insecure, whatever it is. All those little things, like people when they don't expect to be heard or don't want to be heard or don't trust what they're saying or don't have confidence, tend to cover their mouth while they speak. There's all little things like this you're going to be noticing, and it's going to ring really true, like, wow, I never noticed that before. Sneaky behaviors are going to stand out. You're going to know all of a sudden why people are doing things, what incentives they hope to get from it, all of that. And it will be weird because when we're awake to that, we're like, whoa, we see the world in a whole different place. But we also have more sympathy and empathy because somebody's insecurities will really ring true. And I just had something when I was reading this, and this rarely happens to me. I call it a vision light blur, where everything just all goes together in a color format. And it's almost like, I can't even explain it. It's almost like a time jump where everything blends and then it separates and looks super, super clear. And that's sort of what happens, where you can have a pause, you take a deep breath, and then you see things with finite clearness. So do that. If all of a sudden you're feeling, your body will make you aware of something that's not right, or you should move towards, right? Those two strong things, attraction and repellent. Why do I feel this way? And then pause, breathe. That is why you'll know right away, oh, I get this. Again, because of your perception, massively heightened perceptions to things. It's almost like you have a magnifying glass to things, and Spirit helps us do this because we are working through all our kinks to get to our highest vibration and frequency. So we are a beautiful beacon for our soulmate right now, right? You know, and secrets come out at this time too. And anybody who has a lapse in ethics really stands out to you, that sort of things. And then you kind of move towards this beautiful nines energy where your magic can't be defeated. It says your wish is coming true. There are no terrors everywhere anymore, you know, where people, they reach for doubts and fear and all that. Now is like, I have everything I need. You're going to have that feeling. It's going to be beautiful. And it's, you know, a warm welcome, community, hospitality, kindred family all around you. Beautiful, beautiful energy emanating from people that are your kindred spirits as well. So beautiful energy, group 3. So these are all the things that resonate with you more and more as your soulmate is approaching. You'll find this. Ask for it, look for it, feel it, use your 5 senses. You know, we can tune in like unbelievably when we focus and have intention towards that, and you're going to be able to do that in a really unique way. So I'm loving that energy for you, group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you want to get your gorgeous lapis bar or anything else from my store. Thank you guys for all your support of my store and my business. I love it so much. And your feedback on your reads and the pictures of you wearing the jewelry and your Stonehenge supercharged crystals. There's still some more of those, you guys, the crystals that I brought to Stonehenge with me. And in the Etsy store too, it has me and Stonehenge in the background while I'm doing the ritual. It was so much fun. It seems like a year ago, and it was literally just weeks ago. It's really strange. But again, you guys, you are amazing. You are thriving. You're stepping into this magic realm of self-discovery that is going to unfold so beautifully and create a powerful, beautiful life path purpose for you. And you deserve it. So love and light.